are finally ready for a big adventure.
It's a really good forecast.
I haven't been on a proper ocean crossing since November. I'm a bit nervous.
I'm Elena and this is Riley, and this is our home, Le Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 5 years and have recently found ourselves with a stowaway. Meet Lenny. Subscribe and welcome aboard. We've just realised that the dinghy has floated underneath the boat, and this is our food hole, and we've just stuck like some of Lenny's cornflakes, some off olives that I found,
And an old banana.
and an old banana, and it's all in the dinghy, and I'm so upset. But yes. We're free to go. All the jobs have been done between Riley and the boatyard, who have been amazing. Sopramar Boatyard, cheers. We are finally ready for a big adventure, and we're about to spend a week sailing out to the Azores, so hang around for that. And I've actually got my friend Bree coming, fingers crossed they let her in, to help out on the boat, deckhand and watching Lenny and cooking and stuff, so it should be really fun.
We weren't allowed on the beach.
You're lucky Dad's a good catch.
And Lenny has a penchant for jettison. He just wants to throw everything in the sea.
We went to go for a swim. We weren't allowed to. The lifeguard was like, get away. And I nearly said, hey mate, there's a jet ski right there, but we just drove away.
Yeah, we can't anchor our boat.
I'm weak, and my Portuguese isn't good enough to argue.
Back to the boat. Everyone's having a siesta, apart from me. I find it very hard to sleep if there is even an inch of daylight. Listening to an audiobook, actually. I've nearly finished listening to it. It's called Gert by David Hunt. It's Australian history. It's absolutely hilarious.
Many things for Macquarie. Shit happens.
We got to team up with Audible again for this episode, so thank you so much, Audible. We've been listening to audiobooks on board for years now, and it is a huge part of our daily life. I probably go through an audiobook every 2 weeks. That's probably not that impressive, is it? No. And you pay a membership, so each month you get 1 credit to pick any audiobook that you like. They have thousands of titles, and you get 2 credits to pick some of their Audible originals, which you won't find anywhere else because they're originals. Audible also have podcasts, daily news digests, health and wellness programs, and even sleep programs as well if you struggle with that, which you'll also get access to. If you think you'd like to try it, you're welcome to head over to audible.com/SLV. I'll put the link in the description below, or if you're in the US, you can text SLV to 500 500 to get started. I think you'll enjoy it. And if you're already listening to audiobooks on Audible, feel free to recommend some good ones in the comments. I'm always looking for new ones, seeing as I go through one book every 2 weeks, you know. It's starting to run out. Who have we got here?
I don't know.
It's free! And a hell of a lot of shopping.
Big 5-day crossing.
Abby's a dreamboat. Happiness never seems so close. And Abby is a metaphor as she smiles with an open door.
Okay everyone, so this is my friend Bree.
Hi, I'm from Rhode Island and I'm a fellow traveler like Elena for the last 5 years, mainly working on private yachts. and islands, hospitality, massage therapy, and whatever I can get into, really.
Yeah.
I met Elena last year in Bahamas before my first Atlantic crossing.
Through a mutual friend though, right? Anna.
Yeah, through Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anna. We are going to sail over to the Azores, the Azores Islands, which I did sail to last year as well.
You excited to go back?
Yes, very excited.
Well, thanks for coming aboard and helping us.
Of course.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm ready.
Woo!
Abby is going on.
What are you doing, Elena?
Oh, some last minute jobs before we go. Not working as much as I should lately, and everything's caught up with me right before we're about to go sailing for a week. So,
We've got 4 hours until we need to leave.
yes, I'll get it done.
Abby seems just like you, never knowing what to do. And Abby is a metaphor. You've never
done,
met
Bree.
Bree just got us some chipped ice. How'd you go? It was an adventure.
gives you butterflies every time you're lying by her side. And Abby is a metaphor.
There's a lull in the wind, so I really want to do this.
And she'll be gone before too long. And she won't say if something's wrong.
Riley, can you do me a favour and feel this steering and tell me if it feels odd to you? Like it feels like it makes you work to get anywhere.
Keep going. So just get out of it. Yeah.
Say hello.
You can go faster.
And, yeah, all the way right. And can you go a bit faster? Push both of them down a bit.
We don't want the boat to turn, we just want the cables to turn. Now go back, yeah.
And now spin faster left. Yeah. You are sweaty. Whoa.
Done, Lenny boy.
Oh my gosh. The house is a pigsty. We just had to get rid of all the stuff out of that cupboard. Oh, and Riley's cut himself a few times. Bloody hell, babe. You right?
Yeah. Alright, Bree, Elena, you guys are legends. We can set sail now, we're done. Obrigado. On the steering line. Right, if that's the worst of it, we'll be fine.
Well, I put the cupboards back together and there's a screw in every single hole, but there's still one left. I don't know where it's come from. And this little black thing. Alright, so what's happened?
We got the mainsail into the sail makers to do some like really heavy duty repairs. Everything is always 100% my fault because I'm the captain, alright? So I didn't take photos of what they were doing, but I was like, you put that back how you found it, and they're like, yep. Because I mean, if I was doing that, I would have like filmed it, I would have taken photos, I would have marked it, because there's a particular way that the Dyneema runs through the square top mainsail to keep it hugging in tight to the mast, and also hoisting so that it's all a square top main.
Yeah.
And I can't remember exactly how it was. I know I could jig around with it and get something pretty good, but I don't want to do that because we're sailing 800 miles to the Azores. I want to get it perfect. So Bri and I have hoisted the main, 10 times?
Oh yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah. I can make it look all different shapes. I mean, I can get it looking however you want, apart from hugging close to the mast and tight.
We are all so exhausted. We've barely filmed. We are currently heading back towards land. Bit of a false start.
No, it was a sea trial.
It was a sea trial,
We did a
Riley's
sea trial,
referring to
didn't
it
we?
as. First it was the cable on the steering, so Riley had to cut that off. That's not supposed to be there. It was just a mistake, it's just been left on. Second to that, Riley and Bri have been lifting up the mainsail and down to try and see if they can fix the mainsail because we had that stitched up recently and they took it down and put it back up, and now we need to go back to land to fix it properly because we're going to have some strong winds and we don't want a sail that's not fully like tightened up and everything in the right place because shit hits the fan and we can't pull it down in a hurry, or the opposite, it's not very safe. So we're all very tired. You guys are so calm.
Even in the madness.
Yeah, oh well, thanks.
It is a Monday for me, as well as all of you guys. It doesn't always happen. Do you want the cogent small version or the...
A fun, entertaining version. Not just for the old salts, but not just for the land lovers.
Alright, I'll try and be entertaining
Alright.
whilst talking about the weather. I chose today to leave because we got all of our jobs done, and it would mean that we would have wind for the whole trip. On Wednesday, if we were to leave, there would be a dead patch close to where we are, and tomorrow night it's quite rough, as in it would be gusting to 35, which is okay for us. I mean, we can handle that. We can also go downwind a bit, so instead of having the wind on a beam, we can have it sort of from over here, and then the wind sort of curls around as we go and we can get it on a beam and come home. So today is probably one of the better times to leave, but I've been going through the weather every day for the last week. At some point you've just got to shut your laptop and just go, that's enough.
We're going.
It's a really good forecast. Probably a bit rough tomorrow night, but we get wind the whole way, so that's good.
Oh, cute. Lagos isn't the worst place to be going back to. So Riley's been firing off emails this whole time and also posting on the Ultimate Owners Facebook group, and someone has just come back and sent photos of how theirs is rigged up, which is so helpful. So Riley thinks he can do it now, so we've sailed back and we're just going to drop the anchor on the beach just outside the entrance. Riley's actually teaching Bri how to anchor now, and we're going to try and do it, but we are going to stay here the night because, like I said, we're all so tired. We're going to have a cup of tea, have a good sleep and head off tomorrow morning. Hopefully Riley can do it.
Inside a prison mind, unending thought loops, forever intertwined like a chain. Hey, ignoring what they say is hard enough to do with someone at your side.
Bree's just been for a swim. How was it?
Cold,
Yeah?
refreshing.
Yeah. Cheers, Lenny. Cheers. Yay. So we survived the false start. Join us next week for another start, but not exactly a good start, but at least it was a start. It gets pretty damn rough out there, and I get the most seasick I've been since sailing in the Med back in 2014 when we were sailing in the winter. Kill me.